Hi everyone, MCU20 here and welcome to my channel. This is the first time I've ever done a vlog like this, so I'm a little bit nervous, so you have to excuse me on that. The reason I've started doing these videos is because I am trying to lose weight like a lot of people out there, and as well as going through this myself, I wanted to be able to create a safe place for people to come to, so that they can talk to myself or other people who have been through this and feel to be somewhere where they won't get that ridicule of going through this. Because everyone knows that people like us tend to get ridiculed like that because we look big, we look different, which I think is wrong because they're all because of the media and everything. It's always like always expected people to be stick thin, be glamorous and everything else. Okay, so to start off with myself, I have always been a big girl from ever since the age of 7, 8 or something. Ever since I was a young child, and I've always been teased because of it. I didn't have a lot of friends, and I was always alone at school, left alone. I never really talked about the teasing with anybody, not even my parents, because I always knew that nothing would get done. It brushed out, and it'd carry on and everything. The only time my parents really did know about the bullying was when I started secondary school, and I used to get bullied like every day, not near enough, and my mum would always be in the head teacher's office like maybe three times a week, just talking to the head teacher about it, but nothing really ever got done to help. And because of this, I was moved from school to school from the age of 8 to the age of 16. I was in about 6, maybe 7 different schools because of this. Um, with the bullying, there were always times where, there were one time where I felt the only way to be able to get out of this was to commit suicide, and that's what I almost did at one point. Uh, Thankfully, I did back down from it. When I was 16, I started going to Weight Watchers, which did start to help. Which did help. I started learning more about the foods and my relationship with foods and everything, and I had other people that I could talk to there, as well as my mum, who was always a big help for me. But when I wasn't at Weight Watchers, I was at school, I would always get the teasing and the taunts, the usual stuff, and it always set me back and made me lose that self confidence, self esteem, and everything. And I just felt as if I couldn't keep doing it. I lost all my motivation and that to do it. But the big thing that made me lose all my motivation to do this was when I was 18 in 2007. I lost my mum to cancer, who was my big motivator, who was the one person I could always go to for help. And since then, I just hit depression. My, my weight kept going up and up, and I felt as though I couldn't get out of it. But since then, there were always 3 people who had stood by me, who would help me, and who refused to let me go down any of that path or do something stupid. They were my partner and my 2 best friends, and I don't know what I could have done without them or where I would be without them. Without them, I probably wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys. So I'm really thankful for those 3 for getting me out of that. A year later, I got engaged to my partner, and that day was one of the happiest days of my life getting engaged to them. They really helped me out. a lot. We moved in together 2 years after we got engaged, and yeah, I was just happy to be with them. They really helped me. They couldn't really understand fully because my partner is actually quite skinny, which I know probably confuses quite a lot of people because I'm quite big and my partner's quite skinny, but I love it. Even though there are times where I think that, oh, they shouldn't be with me, they should be someone else, I'm useless, I'm not, I don't deserve to be with them at all. But they don't think that, they never have done. Well, I don't think they have done. Well, that's what they keep telling me, they never have done. My partner and I were engaged for 5 years before we eventually got married in 2013. That was actually the happiest day of my life, getting married to him. Even though I did get married at a big enough weight, I was a little bit self-conscious of myself because I was big. But that day I didn't really think of that because I was getting married and I was happy at that time. But then 4 months later, on New Year's Day 2014, I lost my dad. 7 years after I lost my mum, and since then I've not really been the same. I really hit a deep depression. I felt as though there was nothing left. Even though I had my partner, I was married, I felt as though I had nothing left. And I turned to one of the things that I felt like I could turn to, and that unfortunately was food. I did a lot of comfort eating, which I know you shouldn't, but it was one of the first things that I thought could help me. From then on, I've not been the same bubbly person I once was. I lost all my confidence, all my self-esteem. I lost everything. From then, I did feel as though that I wanted to do the suicide. I wanted to be with my mum and dad because I felt as though there was nothing for me here. The one thing that did keep me here was my fiance. I didn't want to leave them. Not my fiance, my partner. Sorry, I did not want to leave them. I did not want to leave my friends. But 2 years on, my partner and I have moved into a new flat where I can start losing my weight again without getting grief from other people because I'm being too noisy, if I'm doing exercise or anything like that. And since I've started doing the weight loss, I've been doing well. I've lost 6 pounds in 2 weeks, which is really good because I'm aiming to lose 2 pounds a week, so to lose like an extra £1 a week is really a big deal for me. But yeah, like I said, the reason I'm doing these videos is to help other people, and I'm hoping that I will be able to help people. And I'll be posting like a video every week, either a Thursday or a Friday, which is a Thursday I get weighed myself, so you'll be going through what I'll be going through every week. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope I didn't come across too nervous or anything. If you want to talk to me outside of these videos, then the links to my Facebook and my Twitter are down below, so just click them. And I will see you all this week in the next video. Bye!